Hey guys, I know this Nicki Minaj and Cardi B beef discussion is a very dusty and tired one, but I feel like we need to iron out some things. Blogs like Lovely Tea, Unwind with Tasha K, Daytime Tea Time with Candace have all covered this discussion. Some from a very biased point of view, opposing Nicki Minaj's side first, but we will be discussing both sides, and I'll be showing some videos and photos from that specific incident that when they clashed. September 7th was apparently the second anniversary of that horrible night, but let's get into what allegedly happened and what really happened.
Off the mother runway, okay? And I could not believe how humiliated it all felt, because we, and I use we loosely, and I'm gonna clarify how we made ourselves look. And I'm gonna get back, but before I go, I wanna say that I would never discuss anyone's child.
She then continued to talk about that fight, what happened with Cardi that night, and what caused it. Let's take a listen.
One at Fashion Week? And left looking the way you left looking, so that people could point their fingers at our culture and at our community and laugh at us some more? You're angry and you're sad, and this is not funny, and this is not about attacking. This is about get this woman some help. This woman is at the best stage in her career, and she's out here throwing bottles and throwing shoes? Who the is gonna give her a intervention?
Allegedly, that night started like that and ended like that because Cardi allegedly saw. Well, let me not say allegedly. Cardi said that she saw Nicki like a tweet and talk about her child on her Twitter. But for some reason, none of the blogs, none of the barbs, none of any other fan base except Cardi Gang saw this tweet and saw what Nicki liked. And then they started spreading around this fake tweet, but we'll talk about that later because I do have the tea on that, and I do have the evidence to back up what I'm saying. But Cardi started a whole fight and tried to assault Nicki with a shoe based off of a lie that either she created, her label created, or her fans created. But let's get into the video.
Yeah. Bitches that I beef with, they not worth me beefing with. Like, I want to fight a bitch that got mad followers. Like, I'm so tired of fucking beefing with these nobody ass bitches. Like, all these bitches that want to fight me, they nobodies. Like, that shit gets me mad, bitch. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm not gonna get no clout out for you. You're gonna get clout out for me. Why would I want to fight you? I want to fight a popular bitch. That's what I want to do. I want to fight a popular bitch. I don't want to fight no. You're
not smart. You're not smart.
I showed you guys that clip for a reason. To give you maybe a different point of view that was not spoken about before when it comes to Cardi and wanting to fight someone who is or has more clout than her or who has a bigger following. But let's get into what allegedly really happened and who actually hit who actually hit Cardi. Oop, I just spilled it. Let's get into the video.
I'm highlighting that this, as well as what I said last week to Star Brim, was a response. I haven't initiated or antagonized either of them. I've defended myself. And oh yes, I'm saying their names because when I'm speaking to somebody, I put an address and a stamp on it. Cardi trying to play the victim is crazy to me because she started this entire situation. You ran up and got mopped. But when Star came home, it had been a year since the situation even took place. But instead of her waiting until we cross paths like a real G, she does an interview and threatens me.
Before she would have had that knot, I would have had that knot. Period. Like, and even if I see Ra Ali to this day, I'm gonna smash Ra Ali. Like,
then she does it again.
I was at that shit. I would have spanked Ra. If I see Ra right now, I still spank Ra. So it really don't matter. Like,
that was the beginning of the bitch feeling froggy, but still did nothing. knows exactly where I live, but still ain't come. This little girl is posting me on her page, no at, of course, simply because she's mad about on site. Now, initially, I was going to ignore her, okay, until she brought other people into it, loud and wrong. So I had to immediately shut her down. I'm not about to let shit like that live and circulate. Regardless of what we went through, I ain't never fold on them. Star wants to skim right past the fact that she's falsely accused Kimbella of cheating. Instead of being a woman, she just takes the post down. Why not have the same volume with your apology that you did with your false accusations? Now, as far as you, dummy, Cardi, I don't know why you would ever try to check me. You're mentally incapable of properly even comprehending more than half of my statement. I called Brim a bum because she is one. And with that, I'm not speaking to labels or materialistic things. I'm speaking to the quality of the individual, her intellect, character. You can't have much to live for if you come home on parole and instead of focusing up, you worrying about making threats on behalf of a bitch that been out here in the world, had ample time to do something and didn't. You're a bum, like I said, and you're looking for a come up. Cardi, you're mentally incapacitated. So I'm going to spell this all out for you with a PowerPoint presentation, okay? You are bothered by everything. Before you got on, the same black people that you're cursing out are the same ones that celebrated you and gave you the exposure that you needed. I didn't see you telling them then not to post you. See, Cardi tries to control the media. Here she is hanging out with bloggers, YouTubers, pretending to be their friend so that she can control the narrative of what they put out about her. But when that don't work, she threatens them, like she did here to the Shade Room owner and several others. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you got the right one. They might be intimidated by you, but I'm not. You should have left me alone because I wasn't talking to you in the first place. Now, don't ever think you could mesh me in with your low-life friend. Here's what I was doing before TV, before anyone knew me. Working hard and being the strong, black, ambitious woman that I am. Ain't never claimed to be perfect, but my charges were violence. This is Dum Dum and Bum Bum.
I got part. Y'all heard that? I got fart.
Now, I don't knock nobody's come up, but don't try me, ho. I got 1 in the chamber, 14 in the clip, and this was a warning shot. I will release receipts and destroy you, Cardi. Try me. So instead of writing me essays on Instagram, find yourself a pen and paper and write your own raps.
What you know about blood clot pen and paper? Bet you don't know nothing about writing your own bomba clot raps. What about the blood clot notepad? You don't know nothing about.
And we was like, they're going.
Allegedly, that night started like that and ended like that because Cardi allegedly saw. Well, let me not say allegedly. Cardi said that she saw Nicki like a tweet and talk about her child on her Twitter. But for some reason, none of the blogs, none of the bars, none of any other fan base except Cardi Gang saw this tweet and saw what Nicki liked. And then they started spreading around this fake tweet, but we'll talk about that later. I do have a tweet on that, and I do have the evidence to back up what I'm saying. But Cardi started a whole fight and tried to assault Nicki with a shoe based off of a lie that either she created, or label created, or fans created. But let's get into the video.
Calling a dead child a monkey, but telling people somebody talked about your child that never talked about your motherfucking child, so you can get some fucking sympathy points. They can't feed their fucking family because you mad at what another man sticking his dick inside of. You mad at a woman for what a man is doing. And that's the problem with so many black women and women, period. Oh, cause she not black, cause she refers to you black women. Oh, we got the receipts for that too. FYI, she refers to black women as monkeys and roaches. Roaches! You just had the biggest blessing of your life with a child, and in 2 weeks, you have attacked 3 women, one at Fashion Week, and left looking the way you left looking so that people could point their fingers at our culture and at our community and laugh at us some more? Let me tell you something. A woman cannot give your man pussy if he doesn't stick his dick in there. Who are you angry at, sweetheart? You got these women crying and scared to leave their house. And you want to talk about stopping bags? This is disgusting. Because you know they can't afford security? So you scaring these girls to death and they can't even come to work anymore? And you want to let your publicist write something about stopping bags? Do you know what the fuck it is to sit in your fucking room for hours and days at a time writing raps? You came into my fucking culture. I never had the fucking DJ to play my songs. You calling black women roaches? You getting girls beat up because of what your man doing? No, real bitches never do that. You never attack the woman. You take that up with your fucking man. Fuck out of here. This woman is at the best stage in her career and she's out here throwing bottles and throwing shoes? Who the fuck is gonna give her a fucking intervention? Until y'all stop this bullshit laughing at this shit. This shit ain't fucking funny. You put your hands on certain people, you gon' die.
Oh, my wig.
Before, I was going to keep it to myself. That actually, I think I'm a little bothered now. Because why is it that the girls...
Well, here are my thoughts. And I'm just going to go off script because I did write a whole script for this, but I feel like we should be factual, but also speak on my point of view and not what is pre-written. But I'm going to speak not as a barb, but just as a person in general who likes to fact check and who likes to and appreciates both sides and both shoes and walk in each of those shoes. Cardi definitely jumped the gun, and Nicki definitely was valid in her anger and her response, but I just feel like with my point of view, Nicki needs to get Beyonce up when it comes to her. At that time, she needs to get Beyonce up when it comes to her team. Meaning, her team allowed her to go through so much things that Beyonce's team would never. And they are almost equal when it comes to their stardom and their power. Because Nicki is the #1 female rapper, regardless of how Atlantic is inflating Cardi's numbers and Cardi's streaming and Cardi's sales. Like, no matter how you inflate that, Nicki is the #1 female rapper out of sales in general, out of streams on Spotify, out of streams on YouTube. Pure sales, she's #1. Her bank account says she's #1 because there's no other female rapper touching her bank account. There's so many reasons, but that's not why we're here. I feel like this fight is so unnecessary and on Cardi's part, because what was shown is to be a full-ass lie. Nothing Cardi was doing or saying was coming from a valid place, it was coming from a truthful place. Because everything that was said was proven to be a lie from Nicki Minaj and on Twitter. Because Nicki never liked a tweet directly saying anything about or insinuating anything about Cardi's child. But I will say something about the Cardi being a parent and taking care of a child. You have been so ratchet in the beginning while you were pregnant, and then after you're pregnant, what? Why would you be surprised anyone would have anything to say about your parenting skills? Like, why would you be surprised? You're fighting everyone. You're being ghetto in public. You're attacking a woman who ain't said nothing to you at a classy event. I'm sure Atlantic has teams and whatever that can find Nicki any other place, but you chose to come to a high echelon event where everyone's wearing gowns and everything to be ratchet, for cool points, for popularity. Because at the end of the day, this does fit in Cardi's brand and it didn't hurt her. Not as much as I know, because she's still number one right now when it comes to on the well, she's not number one right now because BTS has been number one for 2 weeks now, thankfully. But and I'll shout them out later on in the video. But she is higher on the charts right now than Nicki Minaj or any other female rapper, excluding Megan, because it's Megan's song as well. But you have all these, and this is what Nicki said, you have all these accolades, not accolades, but achievements, and you're still acting like a hood booger, like you don't have any sense in your head, which I don't feel like you do. You don't have any cognitive, any common sense. But you want to fabricate all these lies and things. But what we don't talk about is that her label is very known to try and pay artists to start beefs for Nicki Minaj. And I'm going to name a few women. There's Lady Leisha, who has openly said, and I have the tea for that. Not the tea, but I have the evidence for that I'm posting right now. Lady Leisha has came out and said that Atlantic Records would want to fly her out and pay her $250,000, or about that amount, to start a beef with Nicki Minaj, and they'll fund her career and get her fucking in the US. Cupcake has also said she was offered the same deal to do that. And it was another female, I'm not sure if it was Lizzo, but it was another female. But Lizzo was already on Atlantic Records. But it was 3 women who said the same thing. And this was during the whole hate train, that they were offer $250,000 to beef with Nicki Minaj. And they both, or all of them, have turned it down. Now, let's discuss something very interesting. The beef with Remy Ma started in 2017, or between 2017 and 2016. The beef with Cardi B started in either late 2017 or early 2018, and lasted up until now. All of those things, the women being offered $500,000, $250,000 to beef with Nicki Minaj, came during the same time. Or they discussed it during the same time. But who were the women who started a beef with Nicki Minaj out of nowhere? Cardi B, Remy Ma. Remy dissed Nicki with Sheether and another one, but she destroyed her own career with her second one, This Beliefs, whatever that. I feel like she wrote the second one, but she did not write Sheether. And then Cardi, she was dissing Nicki Minaj publicly. She was making up lies on Nicki Minaj, pretending to be awkward whenever they were asked questions about Nicki Minaj. She stopped bags. Cardi stopped bags, and Nicki said this. You stopped bags from your own husband to I forgot his name, but he was on the Flag song. I don't really care too much about male rappers, but she told 2 people not to do songs with Nicki Minaj and not to do a video with Nicki Minaj. And what did they do? They listened, because she told them that Nicki was trying to diss them. And they succeeded, and that's what Nicki said. She made up all these lies and everything just to make Nicki look like what she looks like now. Well, Nicki's brand has been, not brand, but her reputation has been mostly repaired. And I'm going to talk about that as well, because where was Nicki Minaj's PR team? Where was her public relations, aka PR? Where was anyone on her side that would clear up the drama, clear the mess, tell the truth, get her in places and spaces where people cannot speak her name without being silenced, like a Beyonce. And I'm tired of people trying to silence that aspect when they say like a Beyonce, because no one can speak on Beyonce without actual repercussions. No one speaks on a Gaga without repercussions. No one speaks on anyone of that celebrity circle without repercussions. Look at Jay-Z. Who is going to diss Jay-Z? But Nicki Minaj is like, it became a sport to say, Nicki stopped my bag, Nicki did this, Nicki did that. Oh, Nicki Minaj is a bitch. Nicki Minaj did this, Nicki Minaj did that. Nicki. But Nicki has never, like, they have no proof in any single one of those things. But this Stan Twitter is going to pick it up and inflate it for hit tweets.
You know, that's just my opinion. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got something to say. Everybody.
Thank you for watching my channel. I just want to say thank you for giving me love. Like, share, and comment. Please share my videos everywhere. I want to grow my channel and get up to at least 100 subscribers. Thank you. And also, I will have my gaming channel linked below because I'm going to start posting videos there soon. And it's going to be with Guild Wars, everything. But thank you.